Normal call is usually a snowmobile accident, and it can be a mile off the road. It can be several miles off the road. This will be towed out on a trailer, unloaded. You go out to the scene of the accident, and the EMTs and first responders will take care of the patient, load them on, take them out to the ambulance, and take them to the hospital. It's a Polaris six-wheeler. The fire department put a bed on it for going on calls. It had just coil springs for suspension. Now it has an updated, very, very nice air suspension. It rides night and day difference. It's so much better. Before, you go along and you'd feel every bump. You can drive over a regular curb out there, and if I hadn't seen the curb, I wouldn't have known it was there. It's just, it doesn't bounce and throw you around. We had trouble with heavy loads because we didn't have an adjustable suspension. With the air suspension, it's all adjustable, front to rear. For your loads, for steering, it seems to work a lot better. Turns better, rides much better. It's just a lot smoother ride. It's more responsive. And the vehicle seems to, in uneven ground, ride leveler.
Normally when we go out, we'll have two firefighters in the front driving and assisting the EMTs. There'll be two EMTs in the back. When we get to the scene, we'll load the patient, and sometimes we'll have 5 up to 6 people, depending. And before, with our other suspension, it was always a tricky ride coming out of the woods because it would tip side to side, and we couldn't steer it. And now with 5, 6 people in it, and we can steer it, and there's no rocking back and forth, and it really was a huge improvement. When we do pick up a patient, a lot of times they're pretty serious injuries, and if we give them a rough ride on the way back, we know it, but this will give them a lot smoother ride on the way back, and that'll help a lot. Less painful. Now, to load the gurney on, we can just take the air pressure out of the rear shocks and lower it down, and it'll be much simpler to get the gurney on. It won't be nearly as high of a lift, because sometimes the people aren't small either that we pick up, and it's a lot to put on here. So that'll help tremendously.